conduct a well-informed cost-benefit analysis as to appropriating the funds to purchase the EA units. The responsibility for obtaining this critical appraisal information lies with you today. If you don't act now, this crucial information will not get to the legislatures in time before the session ends, and we may lose this opportunity forever. We are asking you to represent the citizens you serve by taking action today and authorizing appraisals so that the legislature can have the necessary information to move forward with this purchase option. Thank you.
Thank you. I have qualifications, they're not important, just like you have qualifications. But I want to speak to you to your heart. First, a question of fact. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Chairman, but I just found out that your COP authority to issue a certificate of insurance, participation for bonding is limited by the state at $10 million a year. Is that correct or incorrect?
This is an opportunity for public comment. It's not a question and answer.
Well, that was a question that a lot of us have, we don't know the answer. The reason I say that is because if you bonded at $7,400 an acre for the option one, the 46,000 acres, it would cost with interest at 2.5%, which relates at a 35% return for tax purposes, to about 5% return per year for 20 years. The cost would be as this: 46,000 acres would cost $24 million a year for 20 years. 153,000 acres would cost $84 million a year for 20 years. Just to put that in perspective, based upon monies. The point is this: help us buy the land. Whichever way you are able to buy the land. What are you going to do with this land? I know. You can go hard engineering, soft engineering, nature. Right now, you have engineers, you have biologists, you're somewhere between hard and soft engineering. I, in my 25, 30 years of experience, did it between nature and soft engineering. At St. Lucie West, I did all of their lakes and wetlands, et cetera, et cetera. Big project, 4,700 acres, 7,500 home sites, all irrigated, all fertilized. I know because I got a subscription. They are releasing out of their project around 40 to 50 to 60 part per billion total phosphorus. That's pretty darn good.
Joe, thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak. I'm here to urge you to buy or to do the appraisal process and buy the sugar land in light of the critical state of the Everglades National Park. I was biking there last weekend in Shark Valley. I decided to pull up the Everglades National Park map on the internet. And they have this note right in there: fresh water flowing into the park is engineered with all the pumps, floodgates, and retention ponds along the park's boundary. The Everglades is presently on life support, alive but diminished. That's a very important message, I think, the National Park Service is putting on their website. And I believe that you and this organization, have the public trust to help restore the Everglades. And I think also, on a much higher level of magnitude to help serve the land. And I think we all want the same thing. This is how we go about and do it. I believe that we need to buy the sugar land. First, I think it eliminates a source of water pollution in the state. It might take 20, 30 years to get that out of the system of being in production, but that will eventually help because we're talking long term. I think it would create a water retention area because we need to ultimately get every drop of water onto the land that we can, and that's going to help restore the Everglades, restore our fisheries in Florida Bay and the coast, and help diminish the future saltwater intrusion that's going to happen. We must not delay any longer. Please take action. Thank you.
I'm not an actor. I'm a simple voter, a Florida voter. And I came here today to remind the panel, or keep it fresh in their minds, that in the last elections, Amendment 1 showed a lot of support for the environment, and you should keep that in mind. One of the members of the panel seemed to be taking the attitude that if it can't be made use of immediately, we shouldn't do it. That's a sick attitude, not in accordance with the voters of Florida or even the government. He's got a 20-year plan, not an immediate plan. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Montiero. Frederick? Followed by John Coleman.
Frederick Paniato from Pompano. And a quick and simple statement. I'm here to encourage the board to implement the purchase of the U.S. sugar land by the amendment number 1 and emphasize the fact we're all here for that purpose.